Hello dear students, today we will proving law of refraction by Huygens wave theory. In last class we already derived laws of reflection by Huygens wave theory. Today we will discuss about law of refraction by Huygens wave theory. Okay, so dear students, here we consider that this one is a refracting surface. In a laws of reflection, we consider that reflecting surface, and this one is a refracting surface, or we consider that a intermediate surface. It means so this surface is separated by the two media. So first media we consider that one, and second media. So this one is second media. So first media and second media. For example, the first media we consider that air media, and the second media we consider that water media. Okay, and this surface is perpendicular to this board, like that. So this one is surface is perpendicular to the board, and here so one of the wavefront is incident on this surface. So this one is a wavefront is incident on this surface. It means it strike on this surface. XY we consider that a refracting surface, and here so this one is incident ray perpendicular to this plane wavefront. These two we consider that incident ray, and here we consider that this one is a plane wavefront. AB we consider that a plane wavefront, and these two are incident ray. So this wavefront is perpendicular to the plane, like that. It means this wavefront is strike on this surface or incident on this surface. And here, so for this one is a first media and this one is second media. The velocity of a first media, so that one is v1. v1 we consider that velocity of a light in a first media, and v2 is velocity of a light in second media. For example, so v1 we consider that a vacuum, or we consider that air media. The speed of a light is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Whenever this light ray passes through this water media, or we consider that a glass media, the velocity of a light decreases, and the light ray changes its path. So that's when we consider that a refraction. The same thing, so velocity of a light in a first media v1, and a velocity of a light in a second media we consider that a v2. Okay, when this plane mirror strike on this refracting surface, so A we consider that one edge of plane mirror, and B is another edge of a plane mirror. The first one, A edge, is incident on this refracting surface. When this point strike on this intermediate surface, or we consider that refracting surface, then what happens? So secondary wavelets are formed in all direction, like that. It means, so here we consider that this one is air media or glass media, and here we consider that a secondary wavelets form at a particular interval of a time. Okay, so A edge is a strike on this refracting surface, and here we get a secondary wavelets. Then what happened afterwards? So this point B is a strike on this refracting surface. Why? Because so this one is A edge and B edge. First A edge incident on this refracting surface, afterwards edge B refracting, it means incident on this refracting surface. So this reason, after some interval of a time, so B edge is incident on this refracting surface. Edge B incident on this refracting surface. Okay, and here within a time we consider that T interval of a time. So this B wavefront or B edge is incident on this refracting surface. And here this point we consider that a D. And here BD we consider that a V1 into T. Why? Because velocity is equal to displacement by time. It means the displacement is equal to velocity into T. Okay, velocity we consider that a light velocity in a first media, and a time T interval of a time, so this one we consider that T. So this reason, so this distance BD distance we consider that a V1 T. Okay, so first A edge incident on this reflecting surface, then here we get a secondary wavelets. Okay, so this reason, so secondary wavelets form. So first one, A strike on this refracting surface at a time T, we consider that T is equal to 0. T is equal to 0 after T interval of a time, so this point incident on this surface. Okay, and here after T interval of a time, so secondary wavelets form and it's a travel particular distance. It means it's a travel particular distance here. Yes, then here we consider that one normal line, and this light ray, okay, travel up to T interval of a time. So this one is T interval of a time. Okay, why? Because within T interval of a time B strike on a D and same interval of a time, so here we get a one secondary wavelets, and a tangent drawn along these secondary wavelengths. So this one we consider that one new wavefront is so normal, and here we consider that this one is a so refracted ray. Okay, these two are parallel to each other. And here, so this angle we consider that angle of incident. So this one is angle of incident, and this incident ray and plane wavefront in between angle we consider that a 90 degree. So this one is a 90 degree. So this BA, and here we consider that this one is N and this one is a M. Okay, so if you consider that one plane wavefront and incident ray, in between angle is a 90 degree. Yes, so this angle is I. So this reason, so this angle we consider that a 90 minus I. 90 minus I, this angle. Okay, this angle is 90 minus I. So this reason angle, this one we consider that I. Why? Because so this angle is I and this angle is 90 minus I, and there this remaining angle we consider that angle I. And here, so this angle is 90 degree. The same thing, so here we consider that this one is normal and this one is a refracted ray in between angle of a refraction, and this one is angle 90 degree. Yes. Okay, so this angle is 90 and this angle is R, and here we consider that this total angle is 90 and this one angle is R. So this reason, so this one we consider that 90 minus R. Okay, so this one is 90 and this one is 90 minus R, and this angle we consider that R. Okay, so here, so this one is I and this one is R. So this reason here we consider that a triangle. The first triangle A, B, D, ABD. So this one is a first triangle ABD. In this triangle we consider that trigonometry function sine. Why? Because you already know that as Snell's law. Snell's law means it is the ratio of a sine of angle of incidence. Yes. So second law of refraction, it is the ratio of a sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is always constant. So this reason in this angle ABD, triangle ABD, In this triangle we consider that angle of incidence is, so sin I. In this triangle we consider that sin I. So sin I is equal to, so this angle sin I is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite V1t divided by hypotenuse AD. Hypotenuse AD, and opposite we consider that V1t. Okay. Next one, another one triangle A, and this one we consider that a F point AFD. In triangle AFD. In this triangle, here R is there. So this reason in this triangle we will get a angle of refraction. So this reason sin R is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite, this one is opposite, this one is a hypotenuse. Okay, so within time interval of a t, okay, so this one is a time t. Within time limit t, so here we get a secondary wavelength, distance of secondary wavelength, and here v2 we consider that velocity of a light in second media. So this reason we want a distance of a AF. So AF distance we consider that a v2 into t. Why here v2 into t? Why? Because the light enter from one media to another media. So velocity changes. So velocity of a light in second media is v2 into time interval of t. Then we get a distance of this AF. So this reason, so this distance we consider that v2 into t. Okay, so v2 into t, v2 into t divided by, so hypotenuse we consider that AD. So this equation we consider that one, and this equation is 2. Yes, we already know that Snell's law, from Snell's law, sin I by sin R, sin I by sin R, sin I by sin R, it means a dividing equation 1 by 2. Okay, so sin I, we consider that v1 into t divided by AD, and here v2 into t divided by AD. Okay, so AD get cancelled. Yes, so this reason here we get a sin I divided by sin R is equal to v2 by v1. Sin I by sin R is equal to v2 by v1. Okay, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is always constant. So that's one is a second law of refraction. For given a pair of a media, already two medias are there. So this reason v2 by v1 we consider that a constant. Yes. So this reason here we get a sin I by sin R is equal to v2 by v1 is nothing but a refractive index of a second media with respect to first media. Refractive index of second media with respect to first media. So this one is a Snell's law of a refraction. It means a first law of a refraction. And the next one we consider that incident ray, refracted ray, and a normal to interface at a point of incidence all lie on a same plane. So this one is a second law of a refraction. So this reason we have to proving that one is incident ray, another one is a refracted ray, another one is a plane. So all three at a point of this refraction all lie on a same plane. So this reason here we consider that so this surface, so surface perpendicular to this board, and this wavefront, so this is also perpendicular to the plane, and this one we consider that refracted wavefront. So that is also perpendicular to the plane. Okay, so this one is a incident plane and this one is a refracted plane. It means a incident plane wavefront and this one is a refracted plane wavefront, and this one we consider that intermediate surface all lie on a same plane. So this reason here AB plane wavefront, or we consider that incident wavefront. Another one is FD. So that is also plane wavefront. So this one we consider that refracted wavefront. Another one we consider that XY or AD. So this one is a refracted surface. So these three. So one is incident wavefront, another one is a refracted wavefront, another one is a refracted surface. All three are perpendicular to this board. Okay, so these three is perpendicular to board. So this reason here incident ray perpendicular to this wavefront. So incident ray we consider that MA is perpendicular to the incident wavefront. Another one is so refracted. Okay, so this AF we consider that a refracted ray. So this one is perpendicular to this refracted wavefront. Okay, so AF is perpendicular to this refracted wavefront. Another one is, so this one is a normal. So normal we consider that a P and a Q. So P and Q we consider that normal. So this one is perpendicular to this refracted surface. Okay, so PQ is perpendicular to refracted surface. Okay, so these three is perpendicular to the board, and these three incident ray, refracted ray and normal, all three are perpendicular to this so this perpendicular to this incident wavefront, refracted wavefront and refracted surface. It means perpendicular to this board. So this reason incident ray, refracted ray and a normal to intersurface at a point of incidence all lie on a same plane. So this reason, so this derivation prove that refraction by Huygens wave theory. Okay.